I'm Ian Malcolm. I'm one of the co-supervisors here at Preplayed Xchange. The original intention was to bring a all-inclusive store of CDs, movies, and video games in one, where most stores would only really specialize in one or the other in the certain fields. For our store, at least for the revival of Preplayed, the owner of Mega Media Exchange bought the name and the stock out from the guy who owned it. He was ready to retire, but didn't quite want to use that same building just because it was too expensive. So it was about finding a new location that met the needs, but was still close enough to the old building to hold and regain the clout of old Preplayed, so to speak. And it just essentially became a passion project for me and the other supervisor to deliver physical media and good old-fashioned memories to people who are trying to recreate those. I am a firm believer of physical media is the only media you do own. When it comes to movies and music, you can look for stuff on Netflix or Spotify, but if it's not there, well, you gotta go search for it somewhere else. And sometimes it's just not available on any streaming service. So in order to have your favorite movie available to you at all times, any times, you need to have it on a physical disc. So that way, even if your internet goes out, it's still usable. Physical media wasn't important, then stores like ours wouldn't exist with Atari cartridges still in it at this point. People care about that stuff. So the typical day will actually start with us coming in, getting the registers opened, and putting out the previous stuff that we've purchased. We'll check our online eBay section in Amazon. That's where we sell the more rare, obscure / weird stuff that we get in the store from time to time, or frankly just stuff that's been around for too long in the store that we need to make room for something else. And then at that point, when we open doors, it's essentially just trying to make sure that the store stays organized. Whether that means we need to go in and rework a section or change out the prices on certain things as they go up. That is just kind of whatever we feel we need to do in that week. Right now, we're actually going through a point of sales transfer. So we've had to take out all 25,000 plus items in the store and put it into this new system one by one, which has been a challenge, but we're slowly about to finally finish up on that. And then, of course, there's also the buy, selling, and trading. Whenever you think you're going to be able to really hammer down on a project, that's when a big old movie trade will come in to where you're just like, all right, we'll sort through it. Me and the other supervisor just kind of have the store practically memorized, so we know what we have too much of and what we don't have at all for the most part. So we just sort through that, find the prices off of multiple websites, price charting, eBay, Discogs, and make sure that we're trying to be as fair as possible to people while still trying to make a profit off of that. And then it's just, other than that, the best part of my job personally is getting to work with the said people who are really excited about this kind of stuff and have questions, you know, about older tech or older movies and stuff, being able to discuss passions like that. It's why I wanted this job in the first place. We're in a weird time with video games right now. Prices are starting to hike on the equipment, with Nintendo releasing Nintendo Switch 2 and wanting to charge you $80 to $100 for games. It really feels like this is only for the real fans, or, you know, the people that have the money for it. But I want people to remember that even though, you know, the newest, latest, and greatest does seem like it's fun and really cool, the older stuff could just be as magical and awesome as that kind of stuff, whether it's something you're returning to that you haven't been into for 10 years or just taking a gamble on some weird video game that you just happen to run by in the store, I think is what really brings at least joy to me and joy to the customers here. So